IT is at the center of all of our minds right now with work from home, with Zoom, with everything else going on. Obviously, the pandemic has shifted the need or increased the need for IT. You said spending's forecast to increase about 5%, 5.5% in 2022 to $4.5 trillion as part of a K-shaped recovery. What industries do you see leading in IT spending? What industries lagging?
Well, the laggards are still the ones that are most affected by the public health interventions. When they were locked down, they were closed. So still transportation to a certain extent, travel, tourism, hotels, hospitality. They still need a few years to recover back to their IT spending levels that were not tremendously high to begin with. Those that are leading are the ones that are getting out in front of their clients and taking them into the digital age. So banking, insurance, even hospitals are leading the charge with massive growth in IT spending.
All right, that makes sense generally. Two areas that you say are going to see some of the biggest gains. That's customer relationship management. For our viewers, that's a company like Salesforce, and then also supply chain management. Again, for the viewers, a company like Coupa. You say they're going to see the biggest growth, more than 11%. But then at the same time, you say more and more companies are going to build their own tech as opposed to buy. How do these two trends, how do they kind of play out when obviously there's an increased need for supply chain software, especially? Are companies going to wait and build their own? And why wouldn't they just go out and buy solutions to deal with the current problems?
Well, there's two issues playing in here. I mean, the big push from 2020 was evolutionary. We jumped much faster forward in IT because of need. We have to get out and meet our clients where they are. We have to change our supply chain in order to do that. And for those systems, we can differentiate against our competition by implementing and using it better. But when we start changing the value proposition of the company, what we offer and how we offer it, for that, we can't buy software. We can't differentiate if you and I use the same software. So we have to start building this functionality, building the new ways of getting in front of our clients, building the new ways of giving our value proposition to them. So it's not just about taking an old mortgage and putting it up on a website. It's about offering loans differently.
Very interesting shift there. In general, besides obviously some shifts in our work life to remote work and work from home or hybrid, what are the other factors that are really a catalyst for increased IT spending this year? Because I would think that a lot of companies did a lot of spending last year. Why is it still growing?
There is a bit of a stabilization happening this year. Remote is probably the great example. In 2020, at the beginning of 2020, we were still on a very slow evolutionary path towards more remote work. In April, 1 billion employees went home to work in that month. A massive shift, and companies had to do it with the technology that they had on hand. For the rest of the year, and most of this year, it's been about stabilizing that environment, making it secure, making it supported, and giving them the tools that they can use to actually be productive rather than just task completing.
Well,
now that the public health interventions are waning, we're seeing hybrid work come up. And that means a different set of device stacks needed to optimize that experience. It's a new set of security protocols in to make sure that it's secure for them to do so. And a new set of productivity tools coming in to allow them to do their work wherever, whenever they are.